Hello, this is a vlog for my first term of senior year. Prior to this, I think I was actually very nervous. I had spent the summer abroad and hadn't really seen anyone from school since the spring. But things were really good during the fall. My classes were interesting, and most importantly, I think it was the first time that I didn't have a lot of academic stress. During this term, I was also director of my dance group, which was a lot of work but very fulfilling, and I was able to live in a senior apartment with my friends, which also made life a lot easier. I think my favorite part of the term was all the free time that I had. This term specifically, I had no labs and no exams, which is something that I never had happen to me during my time at Dartmouth. I used the time to cook and to do a lot of things in the apartment, which was really nice because it was also a space that I had all to myself. I think my favorite course would have to be my math class. It was something that I was able to build off of using previous knowledge, and it made things very fulfilling to me as I was learning how to use the new material to explore my own interests. I think this term was also very special in the fact that I had a lot of free time to spend with other people. I didn't spend a lot of time with friends in the past terms because I always felt like I was doing something for school or I had to study. But this term, with the fact that my courses were upper level, the emphasis was more on learning in a deep dive approach rather than a survey. And so I didn't have the sort of stress that comes with introductory level classes. And that meant I got a lot of time to go on walks with friends and also to explore new areas in town like the bookstore. I will say I think all of the free time was really interesting. I was able to sort of think about my next steps with all of this extra time, and I started studying for the MCAT before realizing that 2 gap years would still be the best for me, so I'm studying for it now in the winter. The free time also meant we got to watch a lot more TV and spend a lot more time together as roommates, which was really nice. And since almost none of my friends had spent a lot of time together in a group, it was also super important that we did that for some team bonding. My room was perhaps my favorite part of campus this year. It was really nice to have a private bathroom and to have a room that was only my own, and that since I was staying here for more than 10 weeks at a time, I could actually decorate in a way that made it feel more homey instead of thinking, oh, I'd have to tear everything down sooner or later. I also made the time to go on a retreat this term, which was a little bit far because the retreat location's always super far from campus, but that coupled with a lot of friend activities made this term really fun for me. The dance team was something that I spent a lot of time helping coordinate as well, and I think the ways that it pushed me to grow in terms of being a leader and sort of committing to something outside of academics where nobody else is really looking to see how you're progressing, that sort of growth was really interesting for me. It's something that I think is really important, even though sometimes I do wonder if dance was the best use of my time. But the relationships there were really the best that I could have ever made at Dartmouth, so I was really happy about that. I also celebrated my birthday while at school, which was really fun, and I really appreciated all the time and effort that my friends did for me during the term. And I always say to my sister that this term was the year that I really realized what value friendships have in life, and I was super happy. So that's it for my fall term of senior year, and I will see you soon.
Yes.